Hey friends, I'm Lindsay Morgan, Nonprofit Resource Specialist at the Community Resource EnVision Center. But my friends call me Birdie, and you can too. Welcome to A Little Birdie Told Me, formerly known as the EnVision Center News Podcast. Around here, we share the good stuff happening in North Idaho nonprofits and philanthropy, the stories behind the work, the people making it happen, and the little things I'm hearing that are making a big difference in our community. So stay tuned for a bird's eye view of the true heart of our community. Robin, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Lindsay. This is super exciting.
We're happy to have you because it seems like you've got a lot of really cool things going on.
Oh, we do.
And you are the executive director of Habitat for Humanity, but it is the local, do they call it a chapter?
So we're called affiliates. And so we're called the Idaho Panhandle Habitat for Humanity.
There it is. Okay,
It's kind of a long title.
Yes, we have a long title too, so we understand. Okay, so Idaho Panhandle Habitat for Humanity.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. So for listeners who may recognize maybe the Habitat for Humanity phrasing, maybe you can help us identify what the local work looks like. What is this?
Absolutely. So it's very similar to Habitat International, except we bring it to a local level. So what we really try to do is partner with families to really kind of create that affordable housing model.
Okay.
And so it's not a handout, it's a hand up, we always say.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
And so it's getting families that are between low to moderate income, kind of that head start where they can get into a home. And many of our families stay in those homes for the full 30 years. So yeah, it's definitely, and they work hard for it. I have to say, I love our families. Mm-hmm. They work really hard to kind of get chosen. And once they're chosen, they, their credits reviewed. They have to be able to make a mortgage payment. There's so much that goes into it. And they have to give back 350 community service hours.
Okay.
And that is, if they're a couple, then it's twice as much.
Okay. So I was going to ask you about the application process, and maybe we'll get into that. But now I'm interested in how you got into this work, and maybe if you can just tell us a little bit about yourself even, Robin.
Yeah, absolutely. So really for me, housing, it's not just housing, but like giving back to the community has kind of always been in my blood. I actually started when I was young, and I'll blame my mother. And so she's been an inspiration. She really kind of started me at a really young age of kind of giving back. Okay. We would take like blankets and food and go do fellowship with like the homeless families. And sometimes it was bringing toys. And growing up, I didn't see them any different. I didn't know they were homeless. I just thought we were kind of making friends.
Okay.
So that kind of carried me throughout, even through like high school and middle school, where I was part of like the ASB and the community service program. So it's really kind of just, it's always been in me to like give back to the community. I consider myself a helper person.
Absolutely.
And so for my own background, I actually did banking for 30 years.
Oh, really?
So I have that knowledge.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we were at a standpoint, I'd been volunteering with Habitat for about 5 years, just in kind of a background role, not like a major board member, just helping out.
Okay.
And then we had a lot of changes going on. And so when we lost our president, who was our construction crew chief, we had a new president step in, and they both were amazing. And then she up and left us.
Oh, no.
Moved to Florida.
The nerve.
Right. I was like, oh, what are we going to do? So when they asked me to step in and take this executive director role, I was like, you know what? Yes, I feel like this is God-send. It's meant to be. So I'm going to do it.
It seems like a natural alignment with your perspective you have of really, I'm just helping my friends in my community. It makes sense in that way with your mom's influence, which we do love our moms for that.
We really do.
Yes,
really
we do.
And what a great way to you phrase that. I love that because that's really what it's about, giving back, to our local community.
Yeah, it's totally that perspective that it seems like you're able to lend to the work itself, and that's really cool to see. How long have you been the executive director? Is this a new role for you?
It is a new role for me.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So I guess I went full time in February.
Okay,
So
this year.
This year.
Hi, girl, just jump right in. We got stuff to do.
We do. We really do. And I got to tell you, I'm shaking things up.
Okay.
And so,
in what ways?
well, this
Or
is the
some
first
examples?
time. Well, when I was kind of like the part-time executive director, I introduced the veteran repair program.
Okay, yes, I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah, and we were able to help 4 families last year.
Great.
Local veterans between Sandpoint and Bonners Ferry kind of do some major repairs. So that was new for us.
So that's what that program is getting some repairs done to these veterans' homes,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
And it's really critical repairs, things that they, maybe didn't have time for or the money for. It's helping them and doing it in a way where it's not embarrassing. It's graceful. They've given so much to our, country
Right.
that is just giving back to them. And we partner with Home Depot, so it's part of their grant program.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So it is definitely something empowering, and we're doing it again this year. So
Good. Wonderful.
yeah, we just had our first applicant, and there's a process, so they were approved, but we still have funds left, and definitely looking for applicants. So
Okay, so if somebody knows a veteran or is one, they can apply for some repairs to be done through this
Yes,
program. And I
yes.
imagine that's on your website? Or what's the application?
So really, what I'm asking is that they reach out to me.
Okay.
And then I will email them the application. And so I'm going to be honest with you. We just created a new website, so not everything is on there. That's
always
another
fun.
way of shaking things up. And I've got some great board members. I mean, absolutely adore them. We're still looking for more if anybody has that passion.
Hey, board members.
But it's panhandlehabitat.org.
Panhandlehabitat.org.
Right.
Okay. Wonderful.
And then,
it helps me to say it out loud.
Yeah, me too.
Or write it down even. Okay, great. So you've got, what other ways are you shaking up? Actually, before we say that, because it might lead to there, I understand that you're celebrating 30 years of local service.
Yes.
This organization is, right?
Yes.
This year?
So this year is our celebration of our 30th anniversary being Idaho Panhandle Habitat for Humanity. But it's also Habitat International's 50th anniversary.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So those
what a
two
program.
coinciding together is pretty amazing.
I'd say.
Yeah.
So what area is included in the Panhandle? Is there...
Yeah. It's so we'll do, Bonners Ferry, Priest River, Sandpoint, Kootenai, Ponderay, that area, because there is a North Idaho Habitat, and they cover Hayden and Coeur d'Alene.
Oh, okay.
And Post
So it is
Falls.
the most north, probably.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. Awesome. What else do you guys have, or what are you seeing as far as in your operations of the program? Are there particular challenges that you're seeing?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
There's definitely challenges. Our biggest challenge is I think people forgot that we're here.
Okay.
And that we need support from the community.
Okay.
We are self-funded for the most part. We carry our mortgages
Okay.
at a zero interest for these families.
Wow.
And we do that, over, 30 years, or sometimes if they need to go a little bit longer. So getting people aware, wanting to give back, wanting to donate, those are the biggest things that, are our challenges right now.
Okay. So that's good that we have you here then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give this girl a microphone. I did read the article in the Daily Bee. I don't know when it was printed, but I read it this week.
Oh, nice.
So I imagine
Nice.
that it was very recent. But what does this milestone of 30 years mean to you in this organization?
Oh, it means we're just beginning. We
Okay.
are here, and
It's just the beginning.
we're just beginning. We're here, and we want to be here for a long time. And, we want to give back to the community. That's the biggest thing for us. We are number 25 and 26 homes. And so we're doing 2 homes this year, which is pretty exciting for us as well.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
So when you say you're doing 2 homes, what does that mean exactly? What is this process like?
Historically, we've done, our affiliate has done 1 home every 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
We had, like I said, with the change in management, we had some setbacks. And so we've had these 2 amazing families, and we're building 2 homes for them. And we've just signed a contract. We've partnered with Lexar Homes.
Okay, Lexar Homes,
to get those builds done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when will are they already under construction, or what does that look like?
They're in the process of under construction. So we do have to go back and resubmit plans to the city. And then we'll start breaking ground. But the goal is home by Christmas. So.
Oh, yeah. Is that in Sandpoint then? Or
It's
where
in
are these
Sandpoint.
homes? Okay.
So what's really great is it's right there in town. It's next to Farman Elementary.
Okay. Great
so
spots.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It's great. It
Yeah.
is great. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they'll have the playground right there, and everything's within walking distance. It's going to be really amazing for them.
That's really great to hear. I love that. In the article I was reading, you mentioned it's a season of growth, which you did speak to,
Yes.
service and new beginnings. I really liked just that whole sentence, really. So when you say new beginnings, I guess you were part of that, right, Robin?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it is a new season for us.
Yeah.
We have almost a completely new board, to be honest with you,
Okay.
and some amazing women. And I have to say, if there's any men out there that want to join our board, we are just an all women's board right now, and we're getting things done.
So it's not like
please
no
join
boys
us.
allowed.
No, absolutely not.
You
We
do.
encourage them, anybody to join
Great.
that has that passion for housing and wants to give back.
Okay.
And really be an advocate for not only our mission, but helping the families. And if I haven't shared our mission, it really is, partnering with the families to build affordable homes, but it's creating that lasting stability, self-reliance, shelter, and just safety for them. So
it's
many
more than a
times
house.
it is more than a house. It's a home. And so many of our families don't come from that stable home environment, or maybe they're living in subpar housing at the moment.
Okay.
So really it is looking at their forever home.
So what are the, qualifications for a family to be considered for a home?
Well, we do have a whole family selection committee.
Okay.
So typically when we select a family, they're looking at the ability to repay a mortgage.
Okay.
And that's okay if they're on Social Security or disability, or they have a regular job. All of that is fine. It's just the ability and how do you pay your bills? Because at the end of the day, we will work with you on your credit, but you have to be able to maintain a mortgage.
Okay.
We work with the families on understanding what owning a home is. How do you maintain it? How do you take care of your yard? How do you, understand taxes and insurance, and then basic repairs? So many people have this perception, what they call a NIMBY, not in my backyard.
Oh, yeah.
And they think, oh, it's a Habitat home. It's going to be run down. No, not at all. I mean, you'll drive down the neighborhood. We have 26 Habitat homes in this area, and you probably wouldn't even know it.
Because they don't like have a sign.
Exactly.
Or they don't have a specific color or
Right.
and they look like they're taken care of like an average home.
Yes.
Yeah?
Absolutely. So that's part of the process. And they have to have lived in the community for at least 2 years.
Okay.
So we really want to focus on local families.
Great.
And like I said, it's a hand up, not a handout. So one of our questions in our application process is, what does it mean to you to have a Habitat home? How will that change your life and make it better?
Yeah. Do you have examples of some answers you've gotten or you've seen? Not to put you on the spot.
No, it's okay. To be honest, we actually have a habitat recipient that sits on our board.
Okay, great.
And she is an amazing example of what that Habitat home meant for her. Her children have gone on to have amazing careers, and they're giving back in the communities that they live in. And she has an amazing job. She is a prime example of how she takes care of her home, and how she's giving back now that she's sitting on our board.
And really, the connection there is maybe without that stability of given a chance to build a home, could those things have happened? We won't know, but frankly, it sounds like to me that it is, that's why.
And I'm going to agree with you right there, Lindsay, because a lot of times there's been these studies out there, and I'm sorry, I don't have statistics, but there are studies that show, when children grow up in a stable home and they don't have that fear that, okay, we're going to be evicted, or maybe the price is too high and they can't afford enough food, everything else suffers. Their schooling, all sorts of things, their mental capacity. But when they have that stable environment, they seem to excel and to go on and do better things.
Absolutely. We see that a lot in the work we do here at the Resource Center is, when you take away one of the basic human needs,
Right.
the others are shaky or not there or fall apart. And so truly housing is more than just having a house necessarily. It does lead to all sorts of security in many ways, right? Health-wise, food security. And when you don't have those things, it's really hard to think about the next step.
You don't.
And whatever that is. So, and especially when you have more than one person in a family, right? So I understand the impacts of having a stable place to live and grow and go from there. So I think that's a really cool thing about this organization is it's not just like you're handing them a house and good luck,
Right. No, we're a family.
Like you're teaching them skills. It seems like.
Yeah, and they get volunteer credit or hours credited for the classes that they take.
Okay.
So we'll enroll them in maybe a Dave Ramsey course, or even just a basic financial, planning course, like how do you budget and so forth, so that they understand that aspect of things.
Yeah.
And then if they take a class at Home Depot and they learn how to, make a repair, check for a leak, they get credit for those things.
That's really wonderful. And that's part of your program, you're saying, when they get credit. So you mentioned early on in our conversation about community service. Is that what you said? Tell me more about that.
So it's committing volunteer hours. So whether it's helping with an existing build that's going on, maybe volunteering at a restore, or giving back to the community in other ways with other organizations, other nonprofit organizations.
Okay, great. And that gets logged, and that does actually keep track.
Yeah, so we check in with them throughout this whole process. That's part of their logging their hours. And our family selection committee works with them on making sure that their hours are complete. They get credit for a few other things. So if they go onto a job site and they're helping out there and they have to, if they bring a friend along, they'll get credit for those hours as well.
Oh, great. Yeah. So how much time do they have to complete program requirements, we'll say?
Typically, it's about a 2-year time frame.
Okay, 2 years. Yeah. Okay. And that seems to be a good amount of time, right?
It gives us a chance to get the homes built.
Sure, that's fair.
But I will tell you, we're really hoping as we grow that we can change from just doing, one home every couple of years to trying to do a home a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so it's an aggressive goal. And I don't know if we'll get there this year, but within the next couple of years, it's part of our strategic plan moving forward.
Oh, great. Yeah. Okay. 1 a year.
1 a year.
Okay. And you're doing 2 this year.
We're doing 2 this year.
Because you're getting caught up.
We're getting caught up, though. Yes. Yes.
But if you can do 2 this year,
Why not? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
It just comes down to funding and then finding the right source. So like I said, we hold onto our mortgages, and we have to sell the homes at what they consider a face value.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that the homeowners, that's what we charge them. Because we'll have a first mortgage, and then the rest gets put on as a second mortgage, which is a silent second. So as they make their first payment to us, then a portion gets forgiven on the back end of their second mortgage. So when the first mortgage is completely paid off, as long as those two are on the same schedule and they've made their payment on time, then that second mortgage should also be paid on time as well.
Okay, so that's how that funding part works. Okay, great. So what is the process look like? I mean, you kind of have painted a really great picture already, but from start to end, what does it look like for a family? It sounds like there's an application process to start.
There's an application process. We'll do a background check. We'll do a credit check. And then there's interviews. So the family selection committee will interview them in their own home. They want to see what kind of environment they're in, what type of families we're working with.
Sure.
And then they'll take all that information and they will identify the key applicants. And then they vote. And they come to us and say, hey, these are the families that we've selected. And then we go from there. So once the families are selected, then the hard work starts.
Okay.
Then we all meet with the families themselves and then kind of go forward, with what next steps are, how many hours, how are they planning on getting their hours. So they understand the full process.
Okay, good.
And then we'll work with them on understanding how mortgage works. They get to pick certain things in their home, like colors, fixtures, those types of things. So
that's cool. So they get to be a part of that process
absolutely.
too.
Yeah.
That's really a great way to really claim some ownership in it, right? Put some skin in the game, so to speak.
Exactly. That's have some skin in the game. Because again, there's that misconception that they're getting a free house.
Yeah.
And they're really not. They've worked really hard to get there.
So there is this process, and you have demonstrated that it's not just handing them a house.
That's
and I
right.
think that probably is. Do you think that's your biggest misconception?
I do.
That you hear?
And I hear it time and time again from the homeowners as well. They'll get questions like, well, I don't know why you're getting a free house. And they're not getting a free house. They really are working for that house, and they're making a monthly payment on that house.
They're paying for it.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, that's good to get those misconceptions out of here.
For sure.
How can community members get involved with this organization?
Yeah, there's all sorts of ways to get involved. A big one is we have the Restore. So if people don't know, we are right there on Baldy Park Drive, kind of by Miller's grocery store. Mm-hmm. And all the money that's made there goes right back into our builds.
Is that like a thrift store?
It is a thrift store,
okay,
yes.
Yeah.
It's mostly furniture and appliances, construction supplies, home things. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but it's a great store, and our Restore manager has done an amazing job these last couple of years, really turning it around and bringing some value to it. So where when you walk in, the items are clean, they're working, the store looks great. So they can always volunteer there or donate items.
Okay.
And we do pickups.
Okay, great.
They can also help by getting involved with just other projects that we're doing. We'd like to partner with contractors on whether they can help with some of the builds and reduce the cost that we're having to shell out, or with the repair programs. But we're doing something really cool this year. And so we are going back into a community, and there's many Habitat homes in that community, and doing a cleanup.
Okay.
And we're partnering with Cedar Hills Church.
Oh, great.
And so that is going to be super exciting. That's June 15th.
Okay.
And so what's nice about that is we're going to go in and we're going to kind of clean up the community. Maybe it's mowing the lawn, or they need a new garden or weeds pulled, whatever it may be that is a cleanup. And then afterwards, we're going to share a meal together, like a community meal.
Oh, wow. That's so nice.
It's going to be fun. And I'm really hoping that it gets bigger than what we're already planning.
Sure, yeah.
But we've got, a community meal planned. It's like potluck style. And if you haven't heard of the long table, it's actually right along those lines.
Okay.
And so I'm like, oh, we're doing a community meal, the long table. Those are like the exact same thing. So you look it up if you haven't heard of that.
Tell me about this.
And so people just come together and we'll have conversation starters. We'll have like a kid area. Maybe we'll have some live music if we can make that work.
Sure.
And people bring a meal to share. And if there's any restaurants out there that want to partner with us and provide a main meal, that would be great too.
Hey.
But yeah, it should be super exciting. So from like 9:30 to like 11:30 cleanup, and then the meal and fellowship afterwards. So
that's wonderful. Yeah. And I know that Cedar Hills Church has a good group of volunteers.
They do.
So this sounds like something right in their alley, right up their alley.
Yeah. It kind of started as a meeting and then brainstorming, and then we're just like, let's just do this.
That's great. So kind of a community cleanup.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Do you think that will be a regular thing?
I really hope so.
It's just kind of a nice, great project and see how it goes?
I really hope so. I hope it starts here and then it kind of just spreads, and we do get an opportunity to do it in other communities. So
yeah, I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Very
Should be
good.
Fun.
Well, we have covered a lot already. Is there anything that you wanted to make sure you mentioned while you were here?
Oh, there is something super exciting too.
What is it?
So we are doing our first large fundraiser.
Okay.
This September, September 25th.
Okay, September 25th.
And that is going to be at the Panhandle. And we have invited world-renowned concert pianist Isaac Jimmy Chu.
Oh, wow. What?
I might have said that wrong. I think it's Jimmy Isaac Chu. So I am sorry, Jimmy. But he is amazing. And he is really about giving back to the community as well. So all of the pieces that he plays, he integrates with how they work in the community. And I want to say that this particular concert series for him, he's bringing artists that have collaborated on the, concerto type of music. And symphony music, and he will be incorporating that, and he tells a story about the pieces. So that is our evening event. But in the daytime, we really want to invite the school districts and the homeschool kids to come and enjoy that concert free of charge.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so it's another way that we're giving back.
So, I'd say. Yeah. Very cool. Well, wonderful. It's been such a delight to talk to you, Robin.
Oh, this has been fun. I didn't think it would be. No.
Well, we proved that wrong.
You did. You definitely did. And, it's really great. I appreciate the opportunity to kind of share our mission, our vision, where we're going, and how we can make it possible and kind of be here for a while.
Yeah, you are. I can tell. You've got this amazing perspective on how to get the work done in a way that truly does help everyone. So thank you for doing all of that magic.
Oh,
and I look forward to seeing how this ends up.
Me too.
Yeah. Thanks, Robin.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Lindsay, for having me.
Well, friends, thanks for listening. I'll be back soon with more of the good news, but in the meantime, you can keep up with us on Facebook, Instagram, and at crecIdaho.com. Until next time.